Hello, dear students. Once again, welcome you to Computer Programming Lab. In today's lab, I teach you the last experiment from part A. That is the 7th experiment from part A. That means in today's lab also, you are going to write one C program. That is to develop one application software. That means in today's lab, you develop one software that takes one number, and that software will tell us whether that entered number is prime number or not prime number. And they told us that we should not use any mathematical functions available in C language. No built-in mathematical functions you need to use. That means you have to create by your own. Means in today's lab you learn how to create your own functions also. That is what the new thing you learn in today's lab. In today's lab you learn how to create our own functions. That is to check entered number is prime number or not prime number. Okay. Implement using functions. That means you have to create your own function. That is to check whether the given number is prime number or not prime number. And your software or the program should display appropriate messages. That is what the experiment. First I explain you the theory. First of all, we need to know what is function. Already we know what is program. What is program? Set of instructions given to a computer system to do specific task is called program. Set of instructions given to a machine to do specific work or task is called program. Program, function, both are same. But difference, function is a small program or a sub program. What is function? Function can be defined as a small program or sub program. It also includes set of instructions to do specific task. That is what we call function. Oh, very good. All of you are very clever. Then how many types of functions are there? Yes, your answer is right. Functions are classified into two types: built-in functions and user-defined functions. Oh, very good. What are built-in functions? Built-in functions means these are developed by developers and given to us. We have not developed, already developed by them. The functions written by developers of C compiler or C developers are called built-in functions or predefined functions. Just we are using it. In every C program we use scanf. Whether we created? No, that is built-in. Printf we use, that is built-in. Power we use, from math.h, x raised to n how much? Built-in function. Square root we use, built-in function. String length we use, built-in function. Absolute we use to convert the value from negative to positive, that is built-in function. What are built-in functions? The functions written by developers of C compiler to do specific tasks are called built-in functions. User-defined functions means what? The functions developed by us, means the functions written by us. The functions written by programmers are called user-defined functions. In today's lab, we create our own function called isPrime. It takes one value. It takes one value. As well as it gives me one value back also. It gives me one value back also. It returns one value. If the given number is prime, it gives 1. If the given number is not prime, it gives 0. It is giving us 1 means that is prime number. It is giving us 0 means that is not prime number. That is what understanding between us. Okay, no problem. We'll come to know shortly. Don't worry. And one more function we write. Sum is one more user-defined function. It takes two numbers and it makes the sum. It may give or it may not. It is one more function called fact. It takes one number. It gives us the factorial. These are all user-defined function. No need to worry. You'll learn in detail in theory also. Just I explain you how to write this isPrime function. Okay, I'll come back. In this experiment, we learn about how to create our own function. Yes, just only I told you. So in this experiment, we create our own function called isPrime. It takes one value. It gives me one value back. It takes one input as n and gives one output as either 0 or 1. If the returned value is 0 or 1, will be stored in one variable, that is r, in this experiment. If the returned value is 1, if r is having 1, then that is prime number. If the returned value is not 1, then that is not prime. No problem. We'll come to know shortly. And what is prime number already you know, no need to explain. Logic to check for prime number. As you know already in mathematics, all numbers are divisible by 1. Yes, it is right. All numbers are divisible by 1 as well as by itself. If the number is only divisible by 1 and by itself, that is prime number. If the number is not divisible by any of the number between 2 to n minus 1, means that number is not having any divisors from 2 to n minus 1, then that is prime number. Understood or not? No? I repeat slowly. Now for example, one unknown number is there. Whether is it prime or not prime? How to decide? First I divide that one by 2. Whether n is divisible by 2? No. N is divisible by 3? No. N is divisible by 4? No. N is divisible by 5? No. N is divisible by 6? No. N is divisible by 7? No. Like this I check up to where? Up to n minus 1. If that number is not divisible by any of the value between 2 to n minus 1, that is not. That is, if n is divisible by any of the number between 2 to n minus 1, if it is divisible, then that is not prime. Suppose if n is divisible by any of the number, yes, if n is divisible by any of the number between 2 to n minus 1, then that is not prime. If that is not divisible by any of the value, then that is prime number. Very good, very good. We need to generate 2 to n minus 1 divisors. We need to generate 2 to n minus divisors. But instead of generating divisors from 2 to n minus 1, just generate the numbers from 2 to n by 2 only. Why not up to n minus 1? Why it is up to n by 2? Because all numbers are having divisors up to n by 2 only. See here, for 100 we get divisors up to 50. 50 is 100 by 2. For 50 we get divisors up to 25 only. For 500 we get divisors up to 250 only. Like that for n we get divisors up to n by 2 only. That's why generate the divisors from 2 to where? N by 2 instead of n minus 1. Use these divisors to divide that number to check whether that is prime or not prime. I hope you understood. Very good. Now I start program. What is function? Function means assistant in our hand. Assistants. We are the boss. Assistants are then in our hand. In this program, is prime is assistant. If you want to assign any work to assistant, you have to appoint him. No, just that's why I am appointing one assistant. My assistant name is prime. It takes one input. It gives me one output back. This is function prototype. We have to give 3 details to a computer system. Which function you are writing is prime. How many values it takes? One value, integer. Okay. Then which type of values it gives me back? Integer type. I give one value, that is integer. It gives me either 0 or 1, that is integer. This is function name. This is which type of input it takes and which type of value it gives me back. This is called as function prototype. We are telling to a machine that I am writing my own function called is prime. It takes one value, it gives me one value of the type integer. This is called function prototype. Then I am calling a function is prime. Come here, take this n, check and tell me whether it is prime or not prime. It gives me 1 if that is prime number. It gives me 0 if that is not prime. This is what the assistant is there. It takes one number, it takes one value, and that function is checking whether that is prime or not prime. Just only I told you the logic. What that assistant will do? Assistant will generate the numbers from 2 to n by 2. I am giving n, no? That function will receive in x. N will be transmitted to x. Means this program, this is a sub program. This is what the function. A function is a small program or sub program that takes one input, processes and gives us result. It gives 0. At what time it gives 0? If it gets any divisors. It's not getting any divisors, then it gives me 1. I explain you slowly. Assume that I have given 17. Okay. First time I is 2. 17 by 2. 8 point something. 8. Means it generates numbers from 2 to 8. 17 is divisible by 2. No. 17 is divisible by 3. No. 17 is divisible by 4. No. By 5. No. 17 is divisible by 6. No. 17 is divisible by 7. No. 17 is divisible by 8. No. For is completed. Return 1. Return 1 means that will be stored in R. means this function is giving me 1 if the given number is prime. Assume that I give 20. Okay, 20 means first time I is 2. 20 by 2 is 10. It generates numbers from 2 to 10. But unfortunately, in the beginning only, first time only, x is how much? 20. 20 is divisible by 2? Yes. Yes means return 0. It is giving us 0. If the given number is prime, if the given number is not prime, it is giving us 0. If the given number is prime, it is giving us 1. I hope you understood. Oh, very good. All of you are very clever. Once again, see it. I don't have time. I have to complete it early now. Okay. Now I explain the program. Now program is nothing for you. It is very easy program now. Hash include assured h. Before starting main only, we inform the machine that I am writing my own function called is prime. It takes one input. It gives me one value of the type integer back, and semicolon requires. Very good. We need the two variables. One is n to store the entered number. One more is r to store the returned value. Just I read the number. Enter number to be check. Enter number to be check. For example, enter number to be check. 17. 17 will be stored in n. 17 will be stored in n. That one only we are giving t is prime. I give 17 t is prime. This n will be transmitted to this x. Okay. Then just only I explained you. I value is 2. 17 is divisible by 2. No. 17 is divisible by 3. No. 4. No. 5. No. 6. No. 7. No. 8. No. Okay. 4 is completed. Return 1. That will be stored in r. R is 1. Yes. Percentage d is prime number. 17 is prime number. If r is not 1, then that is not prime. See the second output. I enter the input as 100. Oh, very good. What is the input? 100. N is how much? 100. 100 will be transmitted to this is prime. 100 comes to x. Then 2 to 50 upon 100 upon 250. But unfortunately, first only 100 mod 2 equals to 0. Yes, return 0. 0 will be stored in r. If r is 1, no, r is 0. 100 is not prime number. I think you have understood. Little bit I explained in hurry, I know it. But you can watch this video slowly once again, no problem at all. Video is with you, no problem. I hope you understood. Have you understood? Please answer to my questions. If you have any doubts at any time, you can ask to teachers. All teachers are here to help you. Please take the help of all teachers. Okay. Everyone is working for you. At the same time, you need to take the care also. Okay, stay at home and learn the things. Okay, and get the knowledge and apply the knowledge as and when needed. It is very interesting program. You may get this program in theory exam also. I hope you understood. If you have any doubts, please ask. Thank you. Have a nice day. Take care.